Okay, I've got a couple things for you to do. Neither one of them's very hard. Tomorrow it might be a little confusing because I'm going to take a mixture of each assignment and put them into one, okay? So here's what the problem says. It says I make $11 per hour for every hour I work. If I work 15 hours, how much money will I make? So I want to know how much money I make. So the money I'm given is $11, but that's every hour, okay? Now I could write 11 plus 11 plus 11 until we have 15 of them, or I can multiply by how many hours there are, which is 15, okay? So I take $11 times 15, and $165 is how much money I'm going to be making. Okay, there are 20 students in every classroom. If there are 6 classrooms, how many students do we have? Okay, so I want to know students. Well, I see 20 students, but that's in every classroom, okay? So there's going to be 20 students in every classroom, so there's going to be 6 classrooms. So I can take 20 times 6, and that is going to be 120. Because it'd be just repeated addition. I'd take 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120. So that's 6 20s I just counted. So 20 times 6 is easier to do than writing 20s out and adding them. Okay, I plan on saving $200 of my paycheck every month. How much money will I have saved after 4 months? So my money's $200, but that's every month, okay? So I could times that by the number of months, and that's going to be 800, okay? At a basketball game, a person must pay $5 to get in. If 220 people went to this game, how much money was raised? So $5 for every person, but there's 220 people. So this is paid 220 times. Okay, that's how many times we pay it, every person. So 5 times 220 is 1,100. Okay, Joe makes 5 trays of cookies. There are 10 cookies on each tray. How many cookies are there all together? So I see cookies is what I'm looking for. That's what they're asking me for. And we have 10 cookies, but that's on every tray. So if there's on every tray, how many trays do we have? 5. So 10 times 5 is going to be 50. Okay? 50 cookies. Don't put money amounts if it's not money that you're finding. Okay? All right, now go to the other one, and that's multiplication, okay? You're trying to find, like, money, and you see money, but it's every hour, so I pay that times how many hours I have, but now it goes kind of different on this other one. I have $16, okay? I want to pay boxes of donuts. I want to buy boxes of donuts for a classroom connections party. If each box costs $2, how many boxes can I afford? So I'm trying to figure out the number of boxes. Okay, so what do I know about a box? Okay, I mean, I see, but these are money amounts, okay? They're not boxes. But one of the money amounts is for every box, okay? And it's $2. So I'm going to write $2. And I need to write 2's till I hit 16, basically, okay, is how I want to do that. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 12, 14, and 16. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 boxes, okay? Okay, next one. I need to save $50. I save $10 per week. How many weeks would it take to save what I need? Okay, so I see weeks and I see money amounts. The numbers are money. So I find out, say, which one of these is every week. Okay, it's $10. So I write 10s out, and I'm going to stop 10 till I get to 50. So 10, 10, 10, 10, and 10. Now I'm at 50, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So it takes 5 weeks, okay? Okay, there are 25 students in a PE class. We need teams of 5 students. How many teams can we form? Okay, so we do teams, but these are students. Well, then the students have, you got to have one of your students' amounts be for every single team, and it's the 5, okay? So 5, 10, 15, I'm going to stop at 25, 20, 25. So how many is that? It's 5, okay? 5s are kind of wild in that problem. And what I'm really doing is I'm taking 25 divided by 5. Okay, I've made 28 enormous cookies. I want to put 7 cookies on a tray. How many trays will I need? So the tray is 7 cookies, okay? But it's going to be hard for me to count by 7s, okay? Because I get really confused if I try to count by 7s. So what I do instead is I set up a division problem by 7, and I have 28 cookies. So I take 28 divided by 7, okay? That's 4. So if it's something I have a hard time counting by, that's the time to set up division, okay? Okay, in basketball, my goal is to score 30 points. If I can average 6 points each game, how many games will it take me to score what I want? Okay, so I need to know the number of games. Well, I see these points numbers. One of those is points every game, and that's 6, okay? Okay, so I want to end at 30. But again, 6s are hard to count by in your heads. It's not quite as easy as 2s and 3s and 5s and 10s. So I set up a division, and I'm going to divide by 6. And what's the number I want to end at? I want to end at 30. So I'm basically figuring how many 6s fit into 30. So 30 divided by 6 is 5, okay? So 5 games. We got a lot of 5s as answers, okay? I didn't do that on purpose.